Firstly, consider using a heavy-duty outdoor extension cord with a ground fault circuit interrupter, GFCI. Run the extension cord through the conduit sleeve from the refrigerator to the receptacle near the house. Ensure that the extension cord is elevated and protected from moisture and damage. Secondly, contemplate installing a weatherproof junction box with a GFCI outlet near the bar, ensuring it is not within the pool area. Run a short power cable from the junction box to the refrigerator using a flexible conduit. Plug the refrigerator into the junction box outlet. Thirdly, explore the possibility of using a submersible refrigerator designed to be installed directly in a pool water. This would eliminate the need for a receptacle or external wiring. Fourthly, consider designing a custom refrigerated countertop for the bar that includes a built-in refrigerator unit. This option necessitates the installation of a dedicated electrical circuit and GFCI protection. Fifthly, evaluate alternative storage solutions for drinks and snacks at the bar, such as a cooler, ice bucket, or dry storage bin. Regarding meeting the authority having jurisdiction (OJ) requirements, the sump pump wiring should be installed in accordance with local electrical codes and regulations, including the use of waterproof connectors and sealing of any openings. Install a readily accessible shutoff switch near the steps to the bar that disconnects power to the refrigerator, sump pump, and any other electrical devices in the bar area. Receptacles should not be installed within the pool area as per HA regulations. However, they may be allowed in adjacent areas that are not accessible while in the pool. Addressing the core issue of powering the refrigerator while adhering to safety and code requirements requires careful consideration of several factors. These include the distance between the refrigerator and the power source, the presence of water, and the restrictions imposed by the local authority having jurisdiction (OJ). The initial problem is the refrigerator's short power cord, making direct connection to an existing receptacle impractical without violating the unit's listing by cutting the cord. The AHA requirement for a conduit sleeve further complicates the matter. The following presents a detailed exploration of the solutions, emphasizing safety and code compliance. Firstly, the heavy-duty outdoor extension cord with GFCI protection presents a viable solution, provided it meets specific criteria. The cord must be rated for outdoor use and possess sufficient amperage capacity to handle the refrigerator's power demands. The integrated GFCI is crucial for protecting against ground faults, especially in a wet environment. It's essential to ensure the extension cord is properly sized to prevent voltage drop, which can damage the refrigerator's compressor. The conduit sleeve offers physical protection to the cord, but it must be properly installed and sealed to prevent water ingress. Regular inspection of the cord for damage is paramount. Secondly, the weatherproof junction box with a GFCI outlet offers a more permanent and potentially safer solution. The junction box should be installed outside the immediate pool area but close enough to the refrigerator to minimize the length of the flexible conduit. The flexible conduit protects the wiring from physical damage and moisture. All connections within the junction box must be made with waterproof connectors to prevent corrosion and electrical hazards. The GFCI outlet provides localized ground fault protection. This setup requires a licensed electrician to ensure compliance with local electrical codes. The electrician will need to determine the appropriate wire gauge and breaker size for the circuit. Thirdly, exploring the possibility of a submersible refrigerator is a unique but potentially expensive option. These refrigerators are specifically designed for underwater use and are fully sealed against water ingress. They eliminate the need for external wiring and receptacles, simplifying the installation process. However, they require a dedicated low-voltage power supply and specialized installation procedures. It's essential to verify that the submersible refrigerator is certified for use in swimming pools and meets all relevant safety standards. Fourthly, designing a custom refrigerated countertop offers a high-end solution that integrates the refrigerator seamlessly into the bar structure. This option allows for precise control over the refrigerator's placement and wiring. A dedicated electrical circuit with GFCI protection is essential. The wiring must be concealed within the countertop structure and protected from moisture. This approach requires collaboration between an electrician, a contractor, and a refrigeration specialist to ensure proper design and installation. Fifthly, alternative storage solutions such as coolers, ice buckets, or dry storage bins provide a non-electrical alternative to a refrigerator. These solutions eliminate the need for wiring and receptacles, simplifying the installation process and reducing the risk of electrical hazards. While they may not offer the same level of convenience as a refrigerator, they can be a practical option for smaller bars or situations where electrical access is limited. Regarding the sump pump wiring, it's imperative that the sump pump wiring meets all applicable electrical codes and regulations. This includes using waterproof connectors, sealing any openings to prevent water ingress, and providing overcurrent protection. The wiring should be inspected regularly for damage. The shutoff switch near the steps to the bar is a critical safety feature. It allows for quick and easy disconnection of power to all electrical devices in the bar area in case of an emergency. The switch should be readily accessible and clearly labeled. It should disconnect both the refrigerator and the sump pump. The AHA restrictions on receptacles within the pool area are based on safety concerns. Receptacles pose a significant electrocution risk in wet environment. While receptacles may be allowed in adjacent areas, they must be located where they are not accessible to swimmers. The overall goal is to provide a safe and functional electrical system for the pool bar while adhering to all applicable codes and regulations. This requires careful planning, attention to detail, and collaboration between the homeowner, the electrician, and the AHA. It's crucial to prioritize safety above all else and to ensure that all electrical work is performed by a qualified and licensed electrician. Considering the specific requirements of the AHA and the limitations of the existing electrical infrastructure is also important. The use of GFCI protection is paramount in wet environments to minimize the risk of electric shock. Regular inspections and maintenance of the electrical system are essential to ensure its continued safety and reliability. The customer's desire for a refrigerator at the swim-up bar presents a unique challenge that requires a creative and code-compliant solution. By carefully considering all of the options and working closely with the AHJ, it is possible to create a safe and functional electrical system that meets the customer's needs. Remember that any electrical work near a pool must adhere to the National Electrical Code, NEC, Article 680, which covers swimming pools, fountains, and similar installations. This article provides specific requirements for grounding, bonding, and GFCI protection. Consulting with a qualified electrical engineer or inspector is recommended to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. Additionally, consider the environmental factors such as sunlight exposure and temperature variations when selecting electrical components and materials. Use only products that are rated for outdoor use and are resistant to corrosion and UV degradation. Document all electrical work performed, including wiring diagrams and inspection reports. This documentation will be helpful for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Educate the customer about the safe operation of the electrical system and the importance of regular inspections. Provide them with a list of qualified electricians who can perform maintenance and repairs. Be sure to follow all local regulations, as even within the same state the local AHA may have differing interpretations or amendments to NEC requirements. For example, in some areas, specific types of wiring methods may be required for underground installations, or additional bonding requirements may be in place for metal structures near the pool. When using an extension cord, make sure it is a single, continuous length and avoid using multiple extension cords connected together. Daisy chaining extension cords can create a fire hazard due to overheating. If using a junction box, ensure that it is properly sized to accommodate all of the necessary wiring and connections. Do not overcrowd the junction box, as this can lead to overheating and electrical failures. When installing a shutoff switch, choose a location that is easily accessible and visible. The switch should be clearly labeled so that anyone can quickly disconnect power in an emergency. Consider using a lockable disconnect switch to prevent unauthorized access to the electrical system. If using a submersible refrigerator, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully for installation and maintenance. Ensure that the refrigerator is properly grounded and bonded to the pool's grounding system. Regularly inspect the submersible refrigerator for any signs of damage or leaks. If using a custom refrigerated countertop, ensure that the design incorporates adequate ventilation to prevent overheating of the refrigeration unit. The countertop should be made of materials that are resistant to water damage and corrosion. When selecting electrical components, choose products that are listed by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories or Electrical Testing Laboratories, et al. Listed products have been tested and certified to meet safety standards. Remember that even low-voltage electrical systems can be dangerous if not installed and maintained properly. Always exercise caution when working with electricity and consult with a qualified professional if you have any doubts or concerns. Providing a safe and functional electrical system for the pool bar is a team effort that requires collaboration between the homeowner, the electrician, and the AHJ. By working together, it is possible to create a space that is both enjoyable and safe. Table 310.15. B16 in the NEC provides ampacity ratings for conductors based on their insulation type and ambient temperature. It's crucial to select conductors with ampacity ratings that are sufficient for the load they will be carrying. If the refrigerator is a 120 volts appliance, a dedicated 20 amp circuit is typically required. This means using 12 American wire gauge, AUG copper conductors or 10 AWG aluminum conductors. However, the specific wire size may vary depending on the length of the circuit and the voltage drop. Grounding and bonding are essential for preventing electrical shock hazards. All metal parts of the electrical system, including the refrigerator, sump pump, and junction boxes, must be properly grounded and bonded together. This creates a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, which will trip the circuit breaker or GFCI and to energize the circuit. The grounding electrode conductor should be connected to a grounding electrode system such as a ground rod or a metal water pipe. Bonding jumpers should be used to connect all metal parts together, including the pool reinforcing steel. The NEC requires that all receptacles within a certain distance of a pool or spa be GFCI protected. This includes receptacles that are used to power pool equipment, such as pumps and filters, as well as receptacles that are used for general purposes. GFCI protection is designed to detect ground faults and quickly to energize the circuit, preventing electrical shock. GFCI receptacles should be tested regularly to ensure they are functioning properly. Surge protection can help protect electronic equipment from damage caused by voltage surges. Surge protected devices, SPDs, should be installed at the main electrical panel and at individual equipment locations. SPD are designed to divert surge current to ground, preventing it from reaching sensitive electronic components. Lighting near the pool should be designed to provide adequate illumination without creating glare or shadows. Underwater lighting must be specifically designed and listed for that purpose. Low voltage lighting systems are often used near pools because they are safer and more energy efficient. Wiring methods near pools must be selected to withstand a harsh environment. Direct burial cable should be used for underground wiring, and rigid metal conduit or PVC conduit should be used for above-ground wiring. All wiring and connections must be waterproof to prevent corrosion and electrical hazards. Regular inspections of the electrical system are essential to identify and correct any potential problems. Inspections should be performed by a qualified electrician. Look for signs of damage, such as cracked or broken insulation, loose connections, and corrosion. Test GFCI receptacles regularly to ensure they are functioning properly. If you notice any problems, contact a qualified electrician immediately. Before performing any electrical work near a pool, always disconnect power to the circuit at the main electrical panel. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is de-energized. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as rubber gloves and safety glasses. Never work alone, and always have someone nearby who can assist you in case of an emergency. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, contact a qualified electrician to perform the work for you. Electrical safety is paramount near pools. By following these guidelines, you can help ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone. Remember to consult the latest edition of the NEC and local codes for specific requirements in your area. Failure to comply with these codes can result in fines, penalties, and even serious injury or death. The AHJ has the final say in whether or not an electrical installation is compliant with the code. It is important to work closely with the AHJ to ensure that all requirements are met. If you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety near pools, contact a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. They can provide expert guidance and ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant. Never take shortcuts or compromise on safety when it comes to electricity. The risks are simply too great.